right, here we go, y'all. 21 Pilots. Very local. Fairly local. Y'all asked for this one. So here we go. What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and we're back at it, man, with 21 Pilots. Been a couple weeks. So, yeah, man, fairly local. A bunch of people in the comments after my last reaction to these brothers was like, yo, react to fairly local. So, that's what we're about to do. Let's get it. I had it, my interpretation of the last one was kind of a, who was that little homie? I think he's called Ned or something. Dang, I already forgot. Dang it, y'all put it in the comments. He represents his creativity. Tyler is the lead, right? Tyler. And the little dude who he looks like the miniature version of the thing from the Never-Ending Story to me. That's what he looks like to me. Ned, I think you guys called him or something like that. He represents his creativity. He's hiding. He's not. And chloroform. Not chloroform. Chlorine. Chlorine. I was trying to interpret it. And sometimes their lyrics are very hard to get through, but not get through in a bad way, like interpret and understand and get the messaging. But, hey, let's get into this, you guys. Like, share, and comment on all the content. If you rock with the vibe, subscribe to the channel. Let's go. 40-year-old boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. 40-year-old boys are back in town. Boys are back in town.
40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right, you guys, let me get this logo down and pull the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. Good people out there. I'm a hip-hop artist, so I have music videos, a bunch of stuff on the channel, but we have original content like interviews. We have a really good interview with Ren, Tech9, All Flows Reach Out, and I'm actually bringing people to the studio soon to have some other original content, but you guys help it grow by supporting it. So please check it out, give it some views, and we'll keep bringing you that original stuff along with the reactions. Now, this is 21 Pilots, fairly local. Actually, I really like the way that one came in. That was banging. But let's get into this. You guys asked for it, so this is the official music video for 21 Pilots, fairly local. Here we go. Those sounds.
Emotional. What I wanna say about kill. Is that who I truly am? I truly don't have a chance. Tomorrow I'll keep a beat and repeat yesterday's dance. Yo, this song will never be on the radio. Even if I click with a pick and the people with a vote. It's a few, the proud and the emotional. Yo, you, bulletproof and black like a funeral. The wonder riders is burning but we're so cold. It's a few, the proud and the emotional. I'm fairly local. I've been around. I've seen the streets. You're walking down. I'm fairly local. Good people now.
Yo, this song is tight. I like the sounds, the beat, the hook. Now, let's keep it real. Because this, I think this has, how many views does this have? Was it on the radio, y'all? Y'all got to let me know what, because he's like, this will not, 169 million views? And it wasn't on the radio. He's like, this will not be on the radio. I have a feeling it was on the radio, but it might not have been. So you guys let me know. I feel like, all right, the lyrics. I'm fairly local. I've been around. Down the street you're walking down. I'm fairly local. been around. I've been around. The streets you're walking down, I'm fairly local. Fairly local. Let's talk. Okay, so he said, I'm the few, proud, and the emotional. And that resonated with me because there used to be commercials, the few, the proud, the Marines, right? Like the Marine Corps was to recruit people, the few, the proud, the Marines. I remember that. I think I do. That sounds familiar. It's ringing in my mental jukebox. He said, the few, the proud, the emotional. And from what I get from the type of music they make, maybe they're in a genre where it's like, since he's being vulnerable, they might consider it like emotional or emo. Maybe. Can I get a lifeline, y'all? So he's representing for his squad in a sense, right? For the people who maybe listen to his music, for himself being vulnerable in the music, and the people that gravitate to it. And maybe I'm fairly local. I've been around. I mean, these dudes are superstars. So he's been around. But he's like, I'm walking these same streets that you guys know. So maybe it's kind of like, you know how Dr. Dre has same OG, like I didn't let the stardom change me. I'm still have my roots here in where I'm from. Like, the neighborhood, like I'm fairly local is bringing me back to home. Like I'm from Colorado Springs. I don't know. Let me listen to this, man. I don't know. I think this one's a little more straightforward than Chlorine. Chlorine had me all over the place. Chlorine was hard to decipher and break down those lyrics, but it was fun. And the music, that's what's really dope about 21 Pilots, is the music is always like legendary. Like they make really catchy, good music. I'm like, it's kind of weird that I never heard of him until I started reacting to him. So this has been a fun little trip. All right, let me listen to a little bit more of this and let's go.
I've been around. I've seen the streets you're walking down. I'm fairly local. Good people now. I'm not evil to the core. What I shouldn't do, I will fight. I know I'm emotional. What I wanna save, I will try. I know who I truly am. I truly do have a chance. Tomorrow I'll switch the beat to avoid yesterday's dance.
Yo, this song will never be on the radio. Even if my clique would have picked and the people would have vote, it's a few, the proud and the emotional. Yo, you, bulletproof and black like a funeral. The world around us is burning, but we're so cold. It's a few, the proud and the emotional.
I'm fairly local. I've been around. I've seen the streets you're walking down. I'm fairly local. Good people now.
It's crazy because the hook reminds me of something Euro, like some Euro music that I've heard. It's like infused with all these different elements. But what I did like is his second verse kind of combated the first verse. Because the first verse, I do remember saying it was like, I'm evil or something. But this one, he's like, I'm not evil. Like, so it's like this battle going on within the verses. I'm going back and forth. But then he goes back to this. He's really putting a stamp on this. The few, the proud, the emotional. And then as I hear that, I'm fairly local more, that's what I think he's just saying. Maybe he hasn't changed, or maybe he hasn't let something change him. Like he's fairly local. He's like, hey, I mean, because at this time they're superstars, right? So if you're saying I'm fairly local, you're saying you're still in touch with where you're from. That's what I'm getting from this. I'm still in touch with where I'm from. I'm fairly local. I know. I know he's saying I've been around the same streets and stuff, but it also could be a double entendre saying I've been around. Like, I've been around the world, you know, but I'm still true to my roots. I'm fairly local. Even, you know, because and then you're not local anymore once you blow up and become global. Like, once you become a superstar, you are not local. But him taking the moment to say I'm fairly local is like, yo, I'm still tapped in to where I'm from. This is maybe what created my sound. This is what makes me. And I'm proud to represent my emotions and be vulnerable in front of you guys. And we're a group together, maybe. You keep saying it. The few, the proud, the emotional. Now, the part that's throwing me off is the this won't get played on the radio, because I'm like, yo, I'm so tempted to get on Google's like, was fairly local played on the radio? Because I'm like, I'm wondering if there's a part to that lyric that he's just like, you know what? Maybe I'm onto something here. Fairly local. I haven't lost my roots from where I came from. I've been around the world as a superstar, the few, the proud, the emotional. This is our genre. This is what we're true to, putting it all out there. And the people who put it all out there, this is our camp, the emo squad, maybe, right? I'm fairly local, haven't changed it up. This won't get played on the radio. It's like, kind of like saying like, yo, we haven't sold out. This won't play on the radio, even though it probably does. But maybe it's just a term that he's using to express like, yo, we didn't sell out. We're still true to our core or where we're from. So I'm fairly local. I might need a lifeline, you guys, in the chat. W's in the chat if I'm on to something here. W's in the chat. Now, this is a premiere, but I be checking out the premieres. You know, I be in there like, I'm fairly local. No, I'm motherfucking local as hell still. 21 Pilots. 21. I'm local as fuck. Can you guys get me out of the Matrix? What's up, man? I need a feature. No, I'm playing with y'all. I'm playing. I don't ask. I work. I bring value. Value exchange. But I am super local. So they're fairly local. But I'm hella local. Let's go. All right, man, let's bring this back. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I'm not. W in the chat. W in the chat if I'm winning, if I'm onto something. If not, it's cool. It's cool. You guys put some of your, and that's what's cool about art, interpretation, right? It's interpretation. But that's what I'm getting from this joint. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm resonating with. So you guys let me know. Trying to think, is he saying good people now? He's saying something people now.
I'm fairly local, good people now. Good people now. Good people now.
I'm hearing the people now, good people now. I don't know. I don't know what he's saying right there, but I'm going to just stick with what I was saying, you guys. I'm going to stick with that. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I think the fairly local part and then the few, the proud, the emotional, And you guys were telling me in the comments that, you know, the little Ned dude represents his creativity, but then y'all were saying this I call it ink on his skin. You're like, you guys don't understand. It's this, that. When I called it ink, you know, that's just what I'm just saying. Like, ink could be a tattoo, it could be marker, whatever. But there's something on his skin, and you guys were saying it represents his insecurities, like with his singing or something when he had it like here and then his arms and stuff. So he's definitely, just with some of the stuff you guys said, he's definitely very vulnerable with his music, which some people might take that as emotional, like letting his emotions seep through. So he's staying true to his camp emo. That's what I'm taking from it. And I'm fairly local, man. I'm tapped into to where I'm from, and that's what I represent. And yeah, I think that all kind of coincides with that. Good take, W take or L take. Either a W in the chat or a L in the chat, you guys. Let your boy know. Did I get it or did I not? That's what I'm going to run with. That just makes the most sense. And I felt like with this song, he was a little more direct than Chlorine was kind of confusing, you guys. Like, the lyrics were very abstract, very cryptid in a way, encrypted, we could say. But this one, I was like, okay. That's what I'm taking from it. And if I'm right, then I'm like, okay, got you. Like, you hit this one out the park. And I mean, his vocal range is incredible. Oh, I didn't even, like, I'm so busy trying to decipher the lyrics. Like, you hear his flow pattern switch up when he raps. He's actually a really good rapper. Like, it's just crazy to me because I'm from, like, that old school era where cats really didn't rap fast, ever. And then it just started picking up. You know, you had your Twista, your Bone Thugs and Harmony. I think Bone Thugs really, really put that melodic fast rap like really big on the map. But then you had Twista and Tech Nine, and you know, and now it's like, if you don't have rapping fast in your tool belt as a rapper, sometimes you kind of get slept on. And I'm just over here like watching these pop sensations, huge artists, just able to pull that out of his tool belt. Like, he's just, that's wild. This journey, the 21 Pilots journey, is kind of wild, you guys, because it's just like the sounds too that they use, the synths, those synth sounds, and the way they do their hooks. Their hooks sound like, these dudes just sound like they're performing in stadiums. Crazy. Anyways, here we go. The journey continues, you guys. Let me know if I got that, if I hit that one, or if I was a little bit off, or let me know your interpretation. Art's interpretive. It can always be different. Doesn't mean you're right or wrong. So I'd love to hear what your take on this, especially since I'm more new to 21 Pilots and don't, you know, really have it all down. So like, share, comment your thoughts. Subscribe if you rock with my vibe. And yeah, man, another dope one. 21 Pilots. Not Stone Temple Pilots. 21 Pilots. Let's go. 40.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ boy.